Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Okay, I think we got it. Hey, YouTube, what's up? Blue Witch here. Hi, you guys. Oh. My phone's watching some kind of burnouts or something. It just turned out on all by itself. Okay. All right, I'm going to put on Spirit Box. Here we go. Hi, Angela. Hi, Black Widow. And sorry, I don't know who you are because it's only telling me, hi, babe. It's only telling me an email address and I can't see it. Hold on. Let me see what your email address, maybe your name's in it. Barbara. Hi, Barbara. Sorry, hold on. Let me get on the Spirit Box here. All right. So, yeah. And I gotta put this away. Hold on. It's right here. It's for later. I have a couple spells I'm gonna be doing tonight. Private videos, of course. And, let me fix my hat. My hat in a hat. How's everyone doing? I just got home from, gosh, I think it's called Dino's Get Down. Car show, truck show. It was crazy. It was really nice, actually. We had a really good time. My husband and I'll show you a little clip from it that my husband sent me on Instagram, if I can. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. No. How do you... You go here, and then you go to... Oh, if I know. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. See if I can pull it up on here, because my videos that I took are terrible. So let me see if I can find it on here. Is that what it's called? Oh, here it is. And then this one. This one? The fuck is that? No. No, he sent it to me on that phone, unfortunately. So anyways, Dino's Get Down in Arizona at the State Farms theater, and it was big. I don't know if any of you guys went there or not, but it was a lot of fun. Hello. What did you say? Adorning? Adorning. I think you said adorning. but we had a really good time. It was a lot of fun. I have to admit, I wasn't expecting to have fun at all. I thought it was going to suck and I was going to hate the whole thing. And I had a really good time. So we hung out with my husband's buddies, and they were really, really kind and sweet, and just good people to hang out with. And so it was nice. What was that? Hold on. We went to a lot of really good restaurants. We went to that Brazilian restaurant where they go around with the meat on the stick, and that was really good. And then we went to Burroughs, at least I think that's what it's called. And it was like in a little neighborhood kind of thing. It went around like this, and there was like a sidewalk that you could follow around, and there were like 3 different restaurants to choose from. And we went to Burroughs, and the food was awesome. And it was Mexican food, and the tortillas were really good, and they made homemade corn tortillas that were really fluffy and, thick and fluffy corn shells, and they were so good. And but you could tell everything was like made from scratch. It was all really. I don't know what you're saying. Are you whispering? Let me see. Yeah. I'm trying to hear you. Anyways, food was good. Everything was good. I didn't have any problems. There's no drama. Everything was perfect. I rode around on my bike and just cruised. And because I'm not gonna walk that. It's too big to walk. Like, I don't even know how those people. There was a lot of people walking, and I was like, hell no. Like, how are you walking that? That's crazy. Oh, it's Brielle. Hi, Brielle. I don't know why they did that either, but it's really sucks, because how am I supposed to know people by their email address? How do you say hi to that? Hi, someone's email. I wonder if there's like a setting that you could get on to change it over. Probably, huh? Yeah, I don't like that either, but it is what it is. But anyway, so we did that and had a lot of good food, and I have no idea what this guy's saying. His voice is too sultry. And his words are coming out like that. Maybe they'll be better now that it's 100%. But anyways, hi Cherise. So how is everybody liking this bullshit retrograde? Everybody's emotional. Things are shifting. Yeah. That's what year I was born. Yeah, everybody's really emotional during this retrograde. Indecisive. Shifting, a lot of shifting. Somebody was saying that this retrograde will be really good for revenge curses, which I'm down with that. Happy Tuesday. Hello. Hi. Oh, hi, Daniel. So I'm down for revenge curses. Heck yeah. But yeah, emotions are through the roof for sure. And I'm going to be posting a video in my Patreon about trauma coming up that was requested. And hang on a second, what is that called? I am going to be setting up, hold on. I don't know what it's called even. Let me see. I don't even have it on here. How do you... What is it called? The, let me go home. What's his music? Podcast playlist. La la la. No, it's not a podcast. I don't know what it's called. Hopefully somebody read my mind and sent it. Let me see. Nope. Anyways, I'm just gonna set it up and then I'll talk about it. I don't know. I don't know anything about it yet. I have to learn. Anyways, so gonna be doing a divorce booster. It came in like the day I left for my vacation. So she's been waiting all this time for me to get back. And apparently we did the divorce work and it's working. The papers have been filed, but the other party has been trying to talk one of the other target into like not doing it, but we're gonna do a booster to push it through because we want it to go through all the way. I think we just did that one like a couple months ago, so that's pretty good for divorce work to go through that quickly. What is it called? Oh, I hate it when I can't remember things. But anyways, everything was really good until on our trip, until the night before we left, and then shit hit the fan. It was like I was fine. I was happy. It was free. There was nothing bothering me. I could see stuff. I could still see things around me, but nothing was bothering me. There was no intrusive thoughts. There's nothing. I mean, there was nothing bothering me, right? I could see things. There's always shit around you. Everybody knows that. That will never change. That will never go away, right? So who cares about that? It's when they bug you, when they try to put their thoughts in you and tell you things and want you to see what happened to them and all. That's when you have issues, right? So I was fine. Everything was good. I was like, man, I really like Arizona. I could live here. We could get us like a winter house for Arizona, like we could live here. Easy. This is good energy. Like I could handle this. No problem. I'm all about it. Let's do it. Let's figure out a way to make it happen. I was like down with it. And then the last night, and all that got lifted off of me. That protection bubble that the gods put on me got taken away. And then all the spirits came in and started telling me things and showing me things that, So I was up at 4 a.m. wide awake going, yeah, I'm not going back to sleep. Fuck that. And then my husband was like, well, if we're not going back to sleep, then we might as well get up and get packed and get on the road and just head home early. And I was like, let's do it. I'm down. Let's go. So he packed everything up and we got in the car and fucking left at like 5 a.m. And we were home by like 1 in the afternoon, you know. I was just like, yeah, I'm out of here. Ruined my fun, taking away that protection bubble. Everything was so clear and free, and the energy was good. I was happy. I was in my own little space, and man, I had the whole place to myself. I felt like, you know, like everywhere we went, there was nothing bothering me. I could see stuff, but nothing was poking at me. Nothing was trying to get my attention. Nothing was like, you know, bothering me. So I was like, yeah, this is just like at home. Like I could live here. We should do this. And then no. They showed me what it would be like at the last night. And I was just like, fuck me. Get me out of here. This place is a shithole. And it's thick in Arizona, let me tell you. There's a lot of spirits in Arizona. I mean, there's a lot everywhere. Arizona is thick with spirits. I was sitting outside and I could just see them all over the place. Like in the backyard. We were staying at a nice Airbnb. And there was like a pool and a patio and all that in the back. And I was sitting back there and they were just everywhere. But they didn't bother me, so I didn't care. You know, I'm used to seeing them. It's fine. But I mean, it was equivalent to how many? To, you know how I've talked about that, the restaurant that they put in the basement of the old mental hospital here? It was like thick like that. Yeah. So I was just like, that's fine. They're not bothering me though, so it doesn't matter. It didn't make a shit. I was happy. It was comfortable. Until that last night. And then boom. One after the other, after the other, after the other. And it's what they do is they give you these dreams to show you like what happened to them. They like interfere with your sleep and they get in there and they, you know, and then you're like seeing through their eyes what happened. That's how they show you, right? And then like the last one that happened, I was like, no, fuck you, fuck this. And I just like took over in the realm and just started putting the cloak on immediately, like in the realm. I just was calling it out. And then after I did that, I came straight back to my body and then I just was up. I was like, that's it. Let's get up. I'm awake. We can either go or we can lay here for a few hours, but I ain't going back to sleep. I don't want to see that again. And I can like tell detailed information about these people. And I even know exactly what they look like and everything. And it was not good. It was not good. People do fucked up shit. Let me tell you. People are monsters. It's true. I'm telling you. How come I'm not seeing any like fucking... I'm not seeing anything. So I'm going to be doing, this week I have the divorce booster. I have a honey jar for work environment. And I have a protection, a healing, submerge light, he said. I have a protection healing to do. And that's it. So I'm like, I know everybody's been holding back sending me stuff because they knew I was on vacation. So I'm back and my schedule is pretty clear. I'm going to work tonight and tomorrow on Thursday. And the one healing protection one I'm going to do on Thursday. But other than that, I'm free and clear. First. Oh, he said so much light. And then he said first. Um, yeah, it was a really good trip though. We had so much fun. And then we have another trip coming up soon. I'm not going to talk about that too much because I don't want to put the kibosh on it, you know. But we do have another trip coming up soon. Um, well, kind of soon, a couple months. In a couple months. What did you say? He's saying purchase. So get your spells put in. I do have a couple coming in that haven't come in yet but are coming in. So rebel. Who's a rebel? Me? You think? What does the ACC mean? That's new. There's an ACC reader on here. I don't know what that means. That's different. That wasn't there before. Let me ask Google, what's an ACC reader? What is an ACC reader on a spirit box? Everywhere. I'm not seeing Phasmophobia. It's like a game though, isn't it? I guess it's like yeah, they're not real clear on that. Anyways, I'll have to look into that a little more. I'll have to look into it later. Um. Anyways, so you guys are not very talkative tonight. I do have a few videos still waiting to do on Patreon that I haven't done them yet. Just because I've been on vacation, so now that I'm back, I'm gonna start working on those. I have everything set up in my apothecary room to get those done, but I just haven't been home until now. So now that I'm home, I'll get those done this week and get them posted in the Patreon. And then I was requested today to do a video on trauma and how it can affect us and our spirituality and things like that. And so I'm going to do a whole video on that. Girlfriend. And it won't be a long video because my videos are pretty direct, short, sweet, and to the point. And, but I am going to do a video. I'll try to clip in like some facts or something like that. That's good and interesting. Thank you. So that you guys can pull links for other information or something like that. But it's pretty basic and it's nothing new, but it is something that we all have to deal with. Developing. It is something that we all have to deal with. in our lives and evolve from. So, hold on. So I'll do a video on that, and I'm going to be doing a video on red brick and a video on feeding your crystals, crystal feeding. Just basically to add it to the library that we have going on in there. There's a lot of good information in there on all kinds of cleansing and protection and, you know, different things like that. There's lots of good videos in there. I can't remember how many there is. Let me look real quick. Because I know nobody wants to go through. Hold on, let me see. We have 427 lightning. There's 427 posts. So I've posted 427 videos and little information things and stuff like that. So if you get on the Patreon, this is the Patreon, and then in this one in the middle right here where it says collections, click on that, and then it has like all of these different folders that you can go into, and like this one's divination, and it has all these videos on that I've made and posts and different things like that.
Garbage.
There's all kinds of stuff in here. There's 6 videos on spiritual awareness, tips, trips, and experiences, 7 videos. My Primal Craft book reviews are in here. There's 9 videos of that. 10 videos on cleansing, 8 videos on protection, working with the Fae, astro traveling. I don't know, there's all kinds of stuff in here. I have 21 apothecary videos on how to use herbs to heal yourself. Yeah. So there's all kinds of stuff in here. Working with the elements. All kinds of stuff. Anyways. Memory. But yeah, everybody's super emotional right now because of the retrograde, and things are shifting and turning. Try to not make any decisions. I have heard that it's a good retrograde for revenge work. Haven't done any revenge work yet on that, so I look forward to it. And that's about it. Oh, dang.
Gift.
Best thing is staying with, yeah, the best thing is just to try to avoid it. I'm not good at that. You guys know me. I'm just a bull with horns. Let's go. If you want to go, we'll go. It's bad. It's a problem. And then, you know, the whole feelings thing and all that. People with all these emotional feelings and stuff. I'm not good at that. I try. But I'm just not very good at it.
I fail.
You fail at that? Me too. Me too. Oh no, she's saying she literally fell. Oh no, how far did you fall? Did you fall off a mountain? Oh, wait. talking about a garage. Garage, zone, memory, gift, and I fell. Complaint. So I'll tell you what happened. So, all right. So this lady, and this happened in the astrals, not to me or whatever, in the astrals. This lady came outside. She walked around the house. She's going around to the backside where the garage was, and she was looking for her husband, and she didn't see him in there, so she closed the garage, and then she started walking back towards the house, towards the front of the house, and then she saw him in the backyard, and she was like, "Oh, hey, there you are. I've been looking for you. And how's it going out here, whatever?" And he's like, "Hey, I have something for you in the garage." And she was like, "Oh, okay." So he went, and they went back in the garage, and he was like, "Yeah, the church people brought over some pie, and I saved you a piece.
Toys.
I saved you a piece." And she was like, "Okay, cool. Oh, thanks. That's awesome." And she just picked it up and started eating it like a piece of pie. Just picked it up and started eating it. And I'm looking at his face, and he was just like, I was like, he fucking poisoned it. He poisoned the pie. I could tell by the way he was acting, and I could tell by the way he was looking at her. I don't know, why do you keep missing me? Hi. Anyways, so she ate the pie, and she died, right? So then she died thinking that the church people poisoned her. They didn't do it. It was him. It was her husband who did it. And so she was mad. Her spirit was mad at the church people. So she was out there yelling and being really angry, cussing at the church people and all that, which who cares, right? The church people, it's not about that. Not the point. So I'm like looking at things through her eyes, but I could see things clearly. Like I'm not clouded, right? I could see exactly what's going on, who's doing what, and I'm getting the download. And so I know everything that happened. And so she thought it was them, but really it was him. And so I had to like reel her in the astral. I had to like be like, "No, you're wrong. It was your husband who did it, not the church people. They're not the ones who did it. He just said they made the pie and brought it, and he put like some kind of poison in it. Like, I don't know what he had. He had like a box of something in the garage, and then he put it on her pie, and it fucking killed her. But anyway, she ate it, and I was trying to tell her not to eat it when she was eating it. I was like, "Yeah, you probably shouldn't eat that." And she just like picked it up and wolfed it down. And I was like, "Dude, look at his face. He obviously did something to it." And she just like ate it anyway. So I had to like get a hold of her in the astral and like take control, and then put the cloak on and like cross her over, because she was losing her shit. She was so pissed off about everything, which you can't blame her, but she was wrong in who she thought did it. She thought they did it, but really it was her husband who did it. And he just stood there with this look on his face like, what a dumbass. Like, and I was like, "Oh, you son of a bitch, you did it. You're the one who did it." So anyways, I had to cross her from the astrals, and it was crazy. But yeah, it all happened in a garage. You can't tell who this is laughing out loud. Mello. Hi, Mello. I hate that it's on your email address, but I just couldn't see it. It is awful that happened to her. But you know, it's like I don't want to see that shit when I'm trying to sleep. I don't want to have to deal with that. But as Hekate's children, sometimes we have to deal with things like that sometimes. You know, all of us do it, I think. I don't think I think all of Hekate's children cross the dead. That's just a belief that I have. I think that we do it if we know it or not. I think all of us do it. And a lot of times I think we don't even know that we're doing it because we're seeing things through their eyes a lot of times. And I think that I know when I first started doing it with, I didn't know that's what was happening, but I was so traumatized by it. I thought, oh my gosh, night terrors and this and that. But no, it's not that. It was just shit that they were showing me, that the dead were showing me in my sleep. And I didn't know why they were showing me these things. I didn't understand it. But we all have like this big, well, I can't say we all. I can only say for myself, really, truthfully. I have this big energy that comes up like this, and I think it's like a portal. And then when they come to me, I just like, they want to show me or tell me, and we work it out, and then they go. And I hate it. I don't like it. So that's why I try to only do it during full moons. Then I'm just like, they just line up. And then I open a big door and they cross. And that's it. But this time it was different because I wasn't in my bubble, in this bubble. I was traveling. And so yeah. And then there was another one that was also very similar and also had to do with the fucking garage. And I can't remember all the details of that one, but there was two of them, and both of them were related to a garage. What are you saying? He said abuse. Abuse. So anyways, so that's what happened. And the garage murders. Crazy. I'm like, why are you showing me this? And it was kind of weird because the Airbnb that we were staying at, they had the garage locked up so we couldn't go in there. Travel. So we couldn't go into the garage. And he was like, I wonder if that's why they won't let us in the garage. I was like, I don't think it's here though. It's just a coincidence. Right? I don't know. But we had a really good time. There was a lot of good people around us. Everybody was really friendly and happy, and there was no drama or cliques, you know. There was none of that fake bullshit going on. Everyone was just awesome. I didn't have any problems at all. I had a good time. And I really like the people that we were with, that were staying with us in the Airbnb. You know, it was a big house, and I really like the people that we were hanging out with. They're like good people, and yeah, it was awesome. We had a great time. And I also really like that I got to ride my bike around. I say drive because it's electric, you know, but I got to drive my bike around. That was really fun. I had a really hard time sitting still. Like, they like to sit and hang out by the vehicle that they brought, but I had a hard time with that because I was like, man, let's go. Get on your scooters. Let's go have fun. Let's go look at everybody's stuff. I was just going. I was just driving around, and checking everything out, and it was just so much fun. We had a really good time. We all did. But I didn't go there. I didn't stay at the show like the whole time. You know, I was only there for part of the time. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. But anyways, so I guess I'm gonna get off of here. I'm ready to get started on my tonight's spell work. They are private videos again, so I do have a work honey jar that I'll be doing tomorrow because tonight's, I don't even know. Yeah, tonight's curse night. So I'm only going to be doing a divorce curse right now, private video, and then tomorrow night I'm going to do the work environment, work honey jar to kind of smooth things over. There's been a little bit of rough tension there in the work environment, so we're going to do a honey jar and put everybody in there and get everybody feeling a little better through this fucking retrograde bullshit that we're all going through. And then Thursday I'll be doing a protection healing kind of thing for some surgery work that one of my clients has coming up. And yeah, that is it. And then I think I have a couple more things to do coming up, a couple more boosters, stuff like that. So I'm open. My schedule is very open for this week. So get your spells in. And I'm back from vacation for now. That's it. Love ya. Thanks for liking and subscribing to my channel. And I will see you all soon. Peace out.